Alright, in this demo we're going to run everything together basically. We're going to do the front view or the elevation, then the plan view, and then the side view, and it's going to dimension those also. We're going to go back and look at the code. I went ahead and put in for the catwalk dimension front, catwalk dimension top, catwalk dimension side. We're going to go ahead and load the code, and I'm just going to erase everything right quick. Type in CW, and it draws everything back and dimensions it. The dim scale is off, so we're going to set it back, and then we're going to do a dimension and then update, grab everything, and now everything's back to the way it should be. We can change the code to adjust the dim scale as needed. In other words, for whatever application that you're in, the dim scale can always be whatever it is you need for the particular drawing that you're working on. I also make everything fairly easy as far as dimensioning to a drawing size. Just for instance, I can handle all that stuff automatically. Paper space, model space, I'm an expert at it. I have lots of programming that I have wrote for paper space, model space relationships. I draw everything basically to a scale. I have other programming. This is just one of the many programs that I have. I have another program that basically I can draw out the objects and it will create the code for me, but in a different format than the way that this code creates it. Basically, the other type of programming that I have goes probably 5 steps beyond this type of drawing code generation, and basically it gets the X, Y, and Z coordinates and lets you store those with the actual code where it happens at. In other words, it starts at, let's say, R1 is variable R1, and if you picked a line, the bottom line of this angle from this point to this point, not only would it create the code to command to create that line, but it also would create the variable X1 to tell you how far in the X direction that you went, Y1 to tell you how far in the Y direction that you went, and Z1 that would tell you what direction in the Z plane that you went. So basically you could create 3D programming if you had 3D drawings with this particular code. I use it mostly for 2D drawings to create code for 2D drawings. It has a lot of different routines that is being used to like leaders and text and stuff. It does all that stuff automatically. And it can do it in many different ways. In other words, if it needs to go from a certain point and change to a scale factor every time, you can do that also. But anyway, Dan's Mark Software Solutions, just a sample of creating just a little simple program very, very quickly. I will show you a demonstration of a very, very complicated drawing and how the code can quickly create that, or Draw to List will convert that back into drawing code very quickly. Stay with us.